Now, it is with great pleasure I welcome Brahmachari Viswanathamrita Chaitanya ji to inaugurate this program.
Om Amriteshwari Namaha. Very happy to be here with all of you this morning. So, respected Achyutamrita Narayana sir, Shivanji, all the other dignitaries here, all the staff and faculty members who are assembled here. It's indeed an important event for us, all our staff members, because this is the day we have chosen to take out from our regular work and reflect upon the meaning of to being a staff here in Amma's University. Is it really required to educate? I wouldn't know. But I believe all of us know the value and the significance of getting an opportunity to serve Amma's institution. But nevertheless, every organization has a few days dedicated for self-development, SDP, FDP, and so on. So let's also utilize this time at least to reflect on a few thoughts that may be helpful for all of us. So at the outset, all of us are fully aware of being a staff here in Amma's University. So is Amrita, when we tell our students, we tell them, education for living, education for life. So, and I think we have a culture education program in our campuses to educate our students about what is education for life. Education for living is well known, and that's why all of us here we are using this space, using this opportunity to serve ourselves in the whatever domains or specializations we have, and then we earn a living, education for living. There's another dimension of education for life. So that is where much of the discussion happens. What is this education for life? Are we not educated enough about life, or is it that we educated in the journey of life? Or do we get an opportunity to study about our life while in the college so that we are ready for our life and education is available so that we know exactly what our life is going to present us? I don't know whether all of us are aware. India as a civilization, as a nation, as a, as we say Bharat now, it's so different in our values, in our ideals, compared to what the rest of the world educates us about. It's very important for us to know, because most of the education in India is today structured on what the West looks at the world, and because of our peculiar colonial past over the past 2 centuries, that view of the world is almost imposed on India. So even though we are all Indians, there's very little about us truly which is Indian. That is first and foremost thing for us to know. Otherwise, if we exactly had the opportunity to learn to understand ourselves the way our own traditions are given us through generation after generation, this session would not have been required, because the education for life, whatever that knowledge we should have learned, we would have got it when we were in school, or in our padashalas, or in our Gurukul tradition. Today we are so far remote from that past, because everything in our education that should have helped us to know about ourselves has been taken out of the system. So we'll study chemistry, physics, mathematics, biology, sciences, and all that. It's purely, objective science. There's nothing in that education about ourselves, to know about who we are, to know about the meaning and purpose of human life. മലയാളത്തിൽ വയാമേ ഞാൻ എന്തിനാ ഇവിടെ ഈ ലോകത്ത് നമുക്ക് ഒരു ജീവിതം കിട്ടിയിട്ടുണ്ടോ, ഇതിൻ്റെ ആവശ്യം എന്തായിരുന്നു? വാട്ട് ഇസ് ദ പർപ്പസ്? എവറിത്തിങ് ഈസ് ടേക്കൻ ആസ് എൻ ആക്സിഡൻറ്റ്, or taken as a gift, or we are not played in a role in it. We are here, that's why we live. It's been made very simplistic. Okay, it's like it's an accident of nature that we are here, and you're here for some time and you live in some time, maybe a few years on this planet. It's been reduced to that, reduced to the level of matter. But what if you really get a little opportunity to study about about ourselves, about what our own scriptures, our own shastras teachers, will be really wonderstruck. Nothing less. We will be absolutely amazed at the understanding of what is human life, what is its purpose, and what we have to achieve to make this life meaningful and purposeful before we leave this place. It's like our students here. We have 4-year BTech degree, 3-year graduate courses. Some people, from the day they come here, they focus, they will exactly follow the instructions of the teachers, and by the time they leave this place, they would have exactly maximized everything that they wanted to learn, because they're paying good fees, and they maximize, they move on and do great things in life. There are other group of students also. They don't even know why they're here. They have fun. By the way, once in a while, if there's no choice, they will attend class. Okay, because they had to move from one semester to another, they will write the exam, get minimum marks, somehow sail through, and maybe they will take 3 or 4 years, whatever, and then they clear the approach to life. We should all be like exactly that clarity, what my human life is about and what I'm supposed to do here. We are not here to do a job. We are not here to earn a living. We are not here for all the things that we understand. It is so, if you are familiar with our Bhagavad Gita teachings, if you're familiar with the teachings of the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, if you're familiar with the teachings of the Upanishads, I think we are being given a very clear idea what your life is about. Not based on a belief system. It is based on certain logic, certain, it has always been perfected by our own Adi Shankaracharya. Okay, in the Advaita Vedanta, in the highest, knowledge probably human being has ever been able to touch upon. And this whole tradition is completely missing. None of us have any clue about it. And we still continue to live. And the moment what happens is, when we do not know anything about our own life and we try to live, it is like, a person trying to drive a car without ever having learned to drive a car. Okay, it's like we will probably think that brake and give the accelerator. You think you are, accelerating and probably apply the brake, because we don't know. We all do things in life because we have no choice. And then what happens? We suffer. Suffering comes out of our own actions, okay? But because of we are ignorant. We are ignorant about our own life. When you're ignorant about your own life, when I say ignorance, we don't know the meaning, the reason. When we take an action, for example, it has an effect. Okay, whatever we are today because of some past action. If you studied well, very hardly, very as a good student, you would have done well in a later future. Everything will be built on that foundation of what you have done. If you have taken it very lightly, that also will have its own effect. Everything is cause and effect. So this learning, this understanding of who I am, about my life, understanding of the world in which I am part of. We are part of the universe, is it not? All of us are part of this whole universe. And there is a source based on which the source of me is also the same source of the whole universe. There's one source, whatever it is, we wouldn't know. It's probably, you can put it as an unknown. But we cannot say all this is an accident. Of course, there are people who say that nothing wrong in it. But still, so the life has an opportunity to explore into the mystery of the source of this universe. That is life about. It's like an equation, you have an equation, every equation will have a variable x. And the purpose of the equation is to solve x. Is it not? So similarly, in all our lives, we have a goal, and that goal is to solve the problem of our life. The problem of our life is not poverty. The problem of our life is not about a job. The problem of our life is knowing about who am I, where am I coming from, what is this meaning of who I am. Njan aaranu. We assume, probably we don't get a good answer, we ignore it. But once in a while this question will come up. Sometimes when you go through a lot of tragedies, when you go through a lot of difficulties, when you face situations, we don't know how to solve it. We are in a crisis. It is those moments when these questions will come up. We find life is not really worth it, because the pain of going through the journey of life sometimes is very painful. If not for ourselves, we look around, we see what difficulties people go through. So this is the ordeal of life. Ordeal of life is having to go through life without knowing why I have to go through all this. ഇതൊക്കെ ഞാനിതൊക്കെ കഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട കാര്യം എന്താ? So only a civilization that can give an answer to these questions, okay, can also ask the question. That's the most important thing. We are able to discuss this, debate it, because we are confident that we can answer these questions. And our ancient sages of India, the great masters, have given very clear answers to most profound questions of human life. What is missing is we did not get an opportunity to access that knowledge. ഈ അറിവ് ലഭിക്കാനുള്ള സാഹചര്യങ്ങൾ നമുക്ക് ലഭിച്ചില്ല എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. In our education. Our education did not give us an opportunity to be familiar with the meaning and the mystery of human life. And hence we have to go through the whole life thinking that one day I'll become happy. And everything in the world we are trying to explore happiness. We are trying to be happy by doing whatever we are doing. By studying, by playing, by enjoying, by having a family, by building a house, by buying a phone. Everything we are seeking happiness in life. But the problem is we somehow not able to get it. We somehow not able to get access to that happiness that we are seeking. It is always elusive. We think you got it, but something else happens. It is again shifting. What does Amma tell us always? We are all part of, Amma says, be free. നമ്മളെ സ്വയം അറിയുക. It's also അമ്മ ദൈവത്തെ അറിയുക. Okay, ഈശ്വരനിൽ വിശ്വസിക്കുക. Believe in God. But definition of what is God? So there are a lot of other, philosophical questions. But Amma, what does she tell us to be act? Practically, what does she tell? Be loving, be compassionate, love and serve. Through three important words Amma gives us. It underlies the entire philosophy of this nation. Okay, love and serve. Love in the literal, not love. Love means be able to give that benefit of doubt to everyone whom we work with, our parents, relatives, friends, colleagues. എല്ലാവരോടും that equanimity, ഒരേ സമഭാവനയോടുകൂടി എല്ലാം പെരുമാറാൻ പഠിക്കും. Learn to serve. Sevanam. That's almost the face of Amrita. Love and serve. These are profound words, but it has a deep underlying philosophy to it. Amma says, see God in everything. Okay, what is the God Amma is referring to? The principle in me is the same principle that is the foundation of the universe. That same principle is the foundation of the creator of the universe. They are not different, they are one and the same. Whatever the principle, it is need not necessarily be a human form. It need not necessarily be a form that we have in our mind. So we have terms for all that, like Brahman and all that. We are not getting into all those things. What I'm trying to say is, if you are curious, if you have a sense of inquiry, if you genuinely want to explore the mystery of your own existence, if you want to explore the mystery of the universe, existence of the universe, if you want to know the mystery of the existence of the creator of this universe, all this knowledge is available. They are not like that we have to think about it and create that knowledge and then solve the problem. It is not required. It is all there. It is not a half an hour, 10 minutes is not a time when we can explore it and then give solution for that. But the point I'm trying to tell you is, Amma is the embodiment of that knowledge. All our spiritual masters of this great civilization are the their experience of what life is, their experience, their sadhana, their tapas has penetrated the mystery of the universe and given the knowledge of our own true self in very, very simple words. All that we need is, we need that genuine interest to know about it. Because when you are young, when we are, when we have a strong body, when you have strong muscles, when you have a strong mind, this is the time when we can invest in learning about all these things. Not when you are 50 and 60. We think Bhagavad Gita is for when I am 60, I will look at it. No. By then already damage is done. As a student, when you can learn, because only you don't ride to learn to drive after you are finishing a journey. By then accident, everything is over, is it not? So before getting into the car, you have to be prepared for it. Similarly, before we start our journey of life, we have to, at least the minimum concepts about your life, you better be familiar. Okay, no point in blaming somebody else. When life doesn't work the way we want it to be, we can say, oh, no, I did not get education, my parents did not take care of me, I did not have a good education, I went to some convent school, they didn't teach anything. We can give all reasons. Ultimately, it's about our life. We have to help and save ourselves. And the only way we can help ourselves is by gaining the knowledge which is the foundation of our own existence. Okay, and Amma, in very beautiful ways, not only am all spiritual masters of this great land, whether it be Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, whether it be Swami Vivekananda, Ramana Maharshi, and so on, even our own Kerala, Chattambi Swamigal, Sri Narayana Gurudeva, what is all of them, more or less in our modern day sense, illiterate. Okay, but look at their teachings. Like it's like, the gravitational force, and we attribute it to, Newton and all that. But if you look at it, you will never, whichever part of the world, the knowledge is the same. The science doesn't shift from one nation to the other. Like that, whichever age our spiritual masters have come, they're given the same knowledge about human life. Because they touch the truth and then give it that knowledge through their vanis. So, so maybe this, all that I'm saying is, take an interest in your life. Don't think it is a question of belief. God is not a question of belief. God, in our tradition, God, or we don't even say God, we call Ishvara. Okay, there's a just like we learn physics and chemistry, we have to learn about our life. It's a subject, body of knowledge. We have to take some time. We have to really spend time in classes. There are books available. We have to go through it. But it's all logically built. It is nothing. It doesn't ask any of us to believe in anything. Not even in Ishvara. Okay, there are great traditions which do not believe in Ishvara itself. That freedom is available. But we do not even think. We think there is a God somewhere in heaven, and you have to pray to that God, and that God will save you, and will permanently go there. All this honestly nonsense. Amma's idea of God is not all. Ammas is all. The whole of creation is embodiment of God, embodiment of Ishvara. But we are not aware of it. We are ignorant about the truth. Because we are ignorant, we don't know about it. Okay. So the scientific principles are all available in this universe. But it takes a scientist to really experiment and finally get that principle. E is equal to mc square. It is there, but it took Albert Einstein to figure it out, is it not? It is available. It's a universal phenomenon. Similarly about Ishvara, the whole creator, it's embedded in the universe. But a spiritual master is someone who does tapas, who does that single-minded focus on that, on the meaning and purpose of my own life. And then finally, when we say they are realized, they are liberated, they are all what it says is they have figured out such individuals are called great because they understood the mystery and purpose of life and they become free. It said they are free. We have a word in India called moksha. Okay, the four purusharthas of dharma, artha, kama and moksha. We are also busy with our artha and kama, making money probably, and also to enjoy this world. Everyone wants to do kama. Kama means enjoying, fulfilling our desires. We do it every moment to moment. Artha, we create the money so that it is this lifetime is taken care. Dharma is not for this time. Dharma is actually for ensuring that I get a future, this thing. And what is moksha? Moksha is freedom. And that freedom is available this moment. Okay. Moksha from what? Moksha from the cycle of birth and death. These are all, so many beautiful concepts are there. If you are familiar, you will, then what happens? When you have that knowledge, what happens to us? When you have the knowledge, then you are not troubled in your mind. You are not anxious in your mind. Everything you face in life, you know how to face because you have the benefit of the knowledge of why it happens to you. Okay, and when you have the knowledge, nothing can shake you. You're grounded. So that confidence that we gain about your own life, what is this purpose, what is the meaning, what to do and equally what not to do. Today's generation, nobody knows what to do. Everybody, that in Hindi they call, chalta hai. Kitna tak, kab tak? Till how far? Until the boat rocks. The ship rocks. No, we have to manage our life in a way. And Amma's teachings gives us the guidance, gives us the way forward so that our life can be stable. It need not be shaken. Okay, it is not only about about working and earning. Life is much more. Working and earning is also we're trying to get happiness from that. We will never get it. Okay, but we can get satisfaction from whatever we're doing when you do it 100% sincerely. That definitely is there. It's like a toy, as a little child, we used to get toys. But after some time, when we grow up, the same time toys don't attract us anymore. Something else it does. Automatically we give up on that. Something new we take up. In school, college, new things attracts us. As an employee, something else attracts us. As a family person, what gives us happiness keep on changing. But you will always realize what I'm seeking, that happiness, I never get it. I get it momentarily, but then I lose it. So all through our journey, we are old now, so many things. So every age, as we advance in life, so the world around us keeps on attracting us, giving us those interesting things. But underlying, you will realize none of it will finally make you happy. What will make you happy? Something in you. Something, that happiness that you are seeking from the world outside is already contained in you. That's what Amma tells. That's all our spiritual masters tell. It is in you. So please find that source of happiness which is already contained in you and be free. So shifting the source of what you're looking for in this world, shifting it from the world to yourself. That is what is this Vedanta. That is Adhyatmika Jnana. That is the spiritual knowledge. That is the true gift of India to the world. Don't seek it outside, you will never find it. But it's already available in you. But you can't see it because it is not visible. Because it is not visible, we don't think it exists. But the true source of your happiness is contained within you. And that is called its secret knowledge. And the real life is about the moment we discover it, and then you move towards that, every day you will become closer to yourself. Otherwise, every day we'll be moving away from ourselves. The more you come to yourself, the more relaxed you are, the more peaceful you are, the more happy you are. The more you move away means we are the embodiment of the truth. We are the embodiment of everything that we are seeking. But it is masked, it is covered by a curtain, a layer, and we can't see ourselves. What is stopping us from knowing ourselves? With this, let me close it. We have a lot of the desires in our mind, is it not? All the desires keep us busy. We have no time for ourselves. I want a car, I want an iPhone tomorrow, I have a new movie has come. It's all crowding us. It doesn't leave us. Only time it gives us when you sleep. Okay, when we wake up, the world keeps us busy. The moment you can see this world is not going to really give me what I'm looking for, and then give time to yourself when you're awake. The moment you can do that, that is a technique. And then you'll start discovering more and more things about yourself. The more you discover about yourself, your life will begin. Your life will start flowering. You will see life as an opportunity to grow in fulfillment, in peace, in happiness. And Amma wants each one of us to take that journey. And may you please use this opportunity in Amrita as a staff, as a faculty here, to probably open up the seeds of those things, nurture that, maybe seed that, nurture it little by little. And when that plant grows in our heart, little by the whole world will suddenly become meaningful for us. And a day will come, that tree will give you fruits and flowers, and you will realize my life was worth it. If you do not engage in this journey, what might happen is we will complete a great life, but when we leave this world, we will realize, what was it all about? I not achieved much. That is something that we should avoid at any cost. And no better place in this universe today than in Amrita institutions, guided by Amma, for us to really start out on this beautiful journey of life. And may Amma bless all of you to undertake the journey and fulfill the purpose of your life. Om Amriteshwari Namaha.